Welcome back to Make It Modern, the YouTube channel where we show you affordable yet stylish DIYs. In this week's video, we are completely remaking over our living room and making it our own. Just because you saw this doesn't mean that you have to not watch it. Go ahead and just stay tuned because we have a lot of fun while we remake our living room.
And there's cocktails.
And we're off. So the very first step in elevating our brand new space is to actually elevate our curtains. I'm talking floor to ceiling curtains. Hannah's just putting the pleats on there right now, and they look really luxurious. I'll go ahead and show you what it looked like beforehand. This is what we were working with. You can see they just look really cheap. So those ones had the shower curtain rods on there, and they are not floor to ceiling, just overall cheap. Hannah's over here sniffing her armpits because it is hard work elevating this space.
All right, so now the fun begins of decorating our living room space. Now, as you can see, it is very millennial gray, and we would like to definitely bring some coziness to the space. Now, the best tip that I can give for our viewers is one, go in with a plan. It might not always go according to plan, but it's super helpful if you can sketch it out on a piece of paper, do that drawing, get an idea, and just play with it. The second piece of advice that I can give you was you want to avoid making your space a time capsule. So the best way to make your space look timeless is to incorporate pieces all throughout the decades. So that's what we're going to try and do by mixing the old with the new, with the funky, with the warm, because you know that's our vibe, that's our style, and if you like that sort of thing, keep on watching. But one thing we're working against is the overall long layout of the room. Now I know it's very tempting to put the TV above the fireplace, but I have a personal vendetta against that. Do it if you want. I don't like it. I think it cheapens the space. We went ahead and off camera put our TV over there. And I know this isn't ideal because our walkway or entrance is right there, but the hope is that we actually maybe watch less TV by this minor inconvenience and prioritize beauty in our space. First things first, getting rid of these millennial gray floors. I blend in. You can help me up. I am old. All right. And by bringing in the rug, I mean Davin's bringing in the rug. Oh.
Almost.
So we got the rug in. Now, normally this is not the size that I would recommend for this size space. It is a bit large. However, I am loving that it's covering up most of the floor, and I do really love this rug. We were influenced by a fellow YouTuber, Arvin Alano. You may know him. He's got lots of followers, lots of brand deals, and we got lots of debt. So if you would like to support our channel, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get notified every time a fun new video comes out. Maybe we'll have a rug deal of our own one day. We could make one out of Billy and Arlo.
When we got in here, we were dealing with a pretty unique space. We have walls on both sides of our living room. It's long, it's narrow, kind of awkward. We have a fireplace that is off-centered, and so it's just a lot of design challenges that we were working with. So ultimately, we decided to put the TV over on this wall, which means that we need to figure out where our couch is going to go. We could probably put it right here facing the TV. Definitely can't have the back of the couch towards the fireplace. The last place for it to go is right here on this wall. All three of those options are unfortunate, so we're just going to kind of brainstorm a little bit and see what works out.
If this is like,
what do you think, like a walkway?
yeah, so this will be like a hallway, and this is pushed up against this. I don't know. This is kind of weird back here. I have to see it all put together. I got bad spatial reasoning. It is a bit marching man-ish. Okay, so next up we are going to bring in the chair. A message from your fellow poor people. You can buy a lot of really nice things secondhand, and it's not even a poor person joke. I think it's a really great way to sustainably live, and it's a fun little challenge, and it makes your space feel a lot more curated than just buying everything new and it kind of looks like a Studio McGee Target ad, if you know what I mean. So Davin's gonna bring out this super funky chair that we got from a secondhand shop. I don't do any. I boss him around, I guess. Ooh. When people are over, we want to be able to face each other rather than all of your furniture directed at the TV, which I guess in this case it kind of is. But let's go with it. Speaking of secondhand furniture, we also picked up today from Habitat for Humanity a funky chrome glass table. So we're going to go downstairs and get that now.
Lift with your back, not with your leg. And our new coffee table is puppy approved. You don't need me. You just gave up your secrets. So we gotta move this guy out of the way. And then this as far away as possible. Oh, geez. Oh, we gotta move it because this. So the couch has to be at least this far away from the wall. Move this guy first, so that way we can see how far away it has to be. And this guy, so you can still be part of the party. We didn't really talk about this one. This is my closet, so we need to make sure that I can get in and out of it. Because now, and we don't have to worry about TV being the main focus. So that's it. This is where it lives. But I'll show you this now. With the couch, at least that far off of the wall, because we have our little heater situation, we have to do something about this. We just have to do designy things now.
Yay! For this little space that David was talking about, we actually do have a solution for that. And it's a super easy DIY. All we did is get a couple of 1x4s and put them together and stained them. And now we will have a integrated and built-in shelf for, any drinks or little knickknacks. So David's bringing that in right now. Ooh, I like how that's looking. So a DIY solution such as this is excellent for narrow spaces. Although we do have a coffee table and we will be utilizing that, I think that this space would totally work without a coffee table. And this could be the main real estate for drinks. I mean, we could be sitting here having a cocktail and then boom, drink goes right there.
We are renters, so we can't really paint the space the way that we want to, but we can put up paintings. And lucky for me, I married an artist. Off camera, because it's not really that exciting, we already measured the perfect space and the perfect height. So you just get to watch me hammer a nail in the wall.
Nailed it.
Yep, that's it. It's a one-person job. So this painting is special because Anna and her aunt painted this a couple years back, and this has been with us since Arizona, and now it is with us here in Los Angeles. Since we can't paint the walls, the way that we are going to be injecting color into this living room will be with different little knickknacks and lighting. All of our bulbs, we are putting some warm lights in there to really warm up and cozy up the space. And we're just finding unique little finds all throughout Los Angeles. This is from IKEA. It used to be silver and very reflective chrome type of color, but we just went to Lowe's. We got some texture spray paint and we got some orange spray paint and we made it our own. We're gonna be playing with color, a lot of like the older style, mid-century modern 70s. They had funky colors kind of like this, so we're gonna try and throw some color into this living room. That way it's not all white and wood tones like modern millennials. And so with some other little knickknacks, we'll throw in some plants, give it some life, and we're just trying to make this space as cozy as possible. Hey, can you do something about this? Nice. I did say we were going to incorporate metal. Look at that side eye. There you go, YouTube. She is judging you.
We all know how a space looks is obviously very important to adding to the ambiance or the vibes of it all, but one often overlooked, or actually two overlooked pieces of creating an inviting environment is one, how the space smells. So I highly recommend having a candle or incense. Burning. In addition to that, how a space sounds. So we have our Google HomePod here, and it plays throughout the house so that when you transfer from one room to another, the sound continues and the song continues to play. Now that said, I'm kind of thinking about switching to Apple Home. Let me know in the comments if you have a preference. I don't know. I don't know why. I just feel like Apple might be better, and I do subscribe to the Apple Music. So, but yeah, we have our Google Home.
Something went wrong. Try again in a few seconds.
That's why.
We have a faux fireplace in our living room, and normally somebody would put a TV up here, but we put our TV elsewhere. Our solution is to put a mirror. Now this will do two things. It will brighten up the space, allowing more light, and it will make it feel bigger. Now to source our mirror, we went to the Society of St. Vincent's. We found that space through Lone Fox on YouTube. Might have also heard of him. Over here in LA, we love to name drop. Like the other day, I think I saw Post Malone. Could have possibly been a homeless guy, but I think it was Post Malone.
I actually did meet Post Malone, and I did think he was a homeless man. Very friendly though. We're best friends.
Pixar didn't happen. So this is the mirror that we got through Society of St. Vincent's. I don't even know how expensive it is, but it's just got a little scuff over on this side. You'd never see it, but we paid about $40 for it, so that's a win. And this strapping young lad here is Hannah's grandpa. Now, when we first started dating, one of the first things that she told me was, "Did you know that I have my grandpa's head up in my garage?" A little alarming, should have been a red flag. Yet here we are. So there's Grandpa Ken. He likes to party, so we'll keep him in our party room.
One thing we learned from Daniel at Habitat for Humanity is, does it solve the problem that you're experiencing right now? Now, what I mean by that is I would love the perfect, the most luscious, antique, vintage credenza here under this TV, but I haven't found it, and that's okay. So what are we going to do in the interim, and how are we going to solve the problem that is we need a little something there? Well, we're going to improvise, and we found these IKEA Hylas or Hillises on sale at IKEA for 15 bucks a piece. So we picked up 3 of them, and they are going to line the underside of our TV while we maintain the search for the perfect credenza. Keep that in mind. You don't have to have your space completely buttoned up before you start inviting people over. Your life is happening now, and everything is a work in progress. So with that, let's decorate these $15 Hillis console tables. I think it's gonna be cute. It could be terrible, but again, it's a temporary solve. I'm loving how these are looking. So with a little bit of movie magic, I feel like they're gonna come together like that. Oh, I haven't moved.
So that is all that we have for you in this week's video. We hope you enjoyed your time just as much as we did. Go ahead and click one of these videos if you want to see what we've been up to. YouTube thinks that you'll like that one, and we do too. This one down here is our most recent video. So, we'll see you next time. Cheers.